Can you believe we're already more than halfway through the year? How are you doing on your writing goals? Are you making progress? Or do you kind of lack motivation and feel like this year just isn't going as well as I hoped it would? Rather than wait till the end of the year to do your reflecting on how things are going, I'd suggest you do a little mini reflection today. Why? Because you still have 5 months here to make some real progress towards your writing goals, and you shouldn't waste that time. So how do you do this mid-year checkup? That's what I'm going to show you in this video. Step number 1 in this writing progress checkup is to ask yourself, am I any closer to the goals I set at the beginning of the year? Now, I'm assuming you set some goals at the beginning of the year. Even if you didn't actually write them down, you probably had in mind some things that you wanted to accomplish. Maybe you have a book you wanted to finish. Maybe you had one you wanted to publish. Maybe you wanted to build up your author platform. This is the time to revisit those goals and ask yourself how you're feeling about them. After you've kind of figured out where you are on this goal that you had, then write down your answers to these 2 questions. Is this goal still important to me? Should be a yes or no question. If this is still a goal that you want to pursue, then the next thing you need to ask yourself is, where in my weekly schedule can I put time to focus on this goal? Maybe you need to revamp your schedule and recommit to finding time every day to work on it. Give yourself an endpoint. What do you hope to accomplish, say, the second week of December? Where do you want to be on this goal? Write those things down. If you don't write them down, it'll probably go, here and it's gone. So write it down. When you're going to spend time on it and where you want to be by the second week in December. The second thing you want to do is now to write down what the problems are with this goal. If you're struggling to finish a book, for instance, what are the problems? I'm stuck, I'm not finding the time, I'm struggling with energy, whatever it is, write those problems down and then turn around and brainstorm some remedies for those problems. If you're stuck, maybe you need to hire a writing coach. I may be able to help you. You can email me at the contact information below. Maybe you need to take a second look at your schedule and find where you can fit time in to get past that stuck place. Brainstorm some remedies so you can start moving on this issue again because it's important to you and you want to get it done. If, on the other hand, you say, this goal isn't as important to me now, then your job is to write down what is your new goal. What's the new thing that you would love to have finished by the end of this year? Write that down, and then again, schedule a time you're going to work on it, and write down where you want to be by the second week in December. The second thing you want to look at in this mid-year progress check is your author platform. Are you gaining visibility? The goal is to get more eyes on you and your work. You can check this in a number of ways. The best way, of course, is, are you increasing subscribers to your email newsletter? Hopefully you have that set up. Do you have more followers? Are you getting more comments from people? Are your blogs being shared by more people? Is your Substack following growing? Look and see if you are gaining visibility. That is the main question you want to ask yourself. If your answer is yes, my visibility is exploding, then you're all good. Keep doing what you're doing. But if it's not growing as much as you'd like it to, then you need to say, okay, what can I do to boost this growth? Maybe that is revamping your website. Maybe it is offering another type of freebie for people to sign up for your email newsletter. Maybe it is studying what really draws people to blogs. Maybe you need better headlines. Maybe you need more informative blogs. Do some research and do some studying to find out, how can I up my game here so that I can increase the eyes that I'm bringing into my writing world. And the third part of this mid-year progress check is your own personal motivation. Are you still excited about your writing career? Are you still motivated to get to the next point, whatever that next point is for you? Or are you feeling a little bit discouraged? You're feeling self-doubt, things aren't going the way you hoped they would, and you're wondering if this is for you. These are legitimate questions to ask, and to ask now. Don't let the rest of the year go by before you examine this, because your motivation and your energy behind what you're doing is more important than anything else. If you're not motivated, nothing else is going to happen. Your platform's not going to grow, you're not going to reach your goals. If you're not jumping out of bed in the morning, eager to go after the next step in your writing career, then ask yourself these questions. What aspects of my writing career do I find particularly rewarding? This is your chance to zero in on the stuff that you really like doing. Make a list of those things. Hopefully the writing is one of them, maybe blogging, maybe doing YouTube videos, maybe creating your newsletter, whatever it is that really makes you happy, write those things down. How can I shape my business so that I can do those things more often? If the actual writing, for example, is what you really enjoy, then maybe you need to focus more on your blog and your email newsletter. Maybe you need to see if you can level up on those so that more people come and want to read those. If you really love design and images, then maybe you need to see how you can update the look of your website so that it's more attractive to you and to readers like you. What's most important for me to accomplish as a writer, and how can I devote more time to that each month? For most of us, that's actually getting the writing done. And a close second is getting more readers to read our work. So decide what is most important to you, and then maybe let some of the other stuff go. Maybe you don't need to spend so much time on social media, for example. Maybe you need to get that book done that you're working on right now and get that out. Maybe that needs to be your priority. Or maybe you need to really focus on creating an awesome freebie that will get more people onto your email newsletter. Decide what is most important to you and then redirect your priorities that way for the rest of this year. So that's my 3 things for your mid-year progress check. I really encourage you to go through this really quickly. Take just like a half an hour to write your thoughts down on this, because it can really jumpstart your progress for the next 5 months that you've got left, so that by the time you get to December, you're really proud of what you've accomplished. That sounds a lot better than getting there and thinking, oh man, this year just kind of got away from me. You don't want that to happen. Revamp, remotivate yourself, re-energize yourself, and say, okay, I can do this by the 2nd week of December. I know you can. Go for it. And I'll see you next time.